huge customer pick on hsn.com. First time we're offering the beautiful Bell & Howell TacLight in fun, fabulous colors. And this is another one. Over 90,000 of these have sold. The only other place you buy them is on the infomercial, where they're $49.95, and they are not as bright as these. You're gonna learn more about that in just a minute. So this is the #1 selling infomercial product in the entire country. #1 infomercial product, but nowhere can you get the value that we're about to share with you. And wouldn't that be hilarious if I called you Vince Camuto again?
That would be funny.
Lou Caputo. For whatever reason, I want to call him Vince Camuto. I have no idea.
I like shoes.
Anyway, Lou is here. He's brought a couple of my favorite picks for all of you. #1 selling infomercial product in the country.
Yeah.
Huge value tonight at under $30. You get 2 of these amazing. When you hear, if you're like, oh, it's a flashlight. No, no, no. This isn't just your regular, ordinary
not at all.
flashlight.
No, this is called the TacLight, and the reason we call it that is it's a tactical flashlight, okay? It means it's rugged, it means it's gonna be dependable, it means that this thing is virtually indestructible. It's made out of military-grade aluminum, so this is crazy strong. The bulb inside of this, when you look at the bulb in there, it's an SMD LED. Doesn't look like a regular bulb, Colleen, it's different, okay? When I pull the front end, watch what happens. Notice the way the element kind of disappears inside? That's because this has a zoom lens, okay? So you can actually go from a spot to a flood and back again. Now, it has 5 different modes on it. The activator button's on the back right here. When I press that button, watch this. I'm gonna go to there's the high setting. Look how crazy bright that is, okay? Medium, low, strobe feature, so if somebody's attacking you, this is gonna be disorienting, and then it'll actually tap out SOS, so if you really are in trouble. Now, this is the elite version.
It'll tap out SOS?
SOS in Morse code.
And also, what you said to me that I thought was brilliant, a stranger's coming at you and it's nighttime, put that strobe right in your face.
Strobe feature, and watch this, look how disorienting that is. See what I'm talking about? I mean, it'll just get them crazy. Now, the neat thing about this is the deluxe version of this flashlight. And what we mean by deluxe is this. We've added a magnet to the back of this. It's the elite version, okay? So watch this. See the magnet right there, that little ring? But it's incredibly powerful. You think just because it's a little ring, you're like, you know, how strong could that be? Because the flashlights get some heft. Look at the electrical box here. If I turn this light on and I stick it on there, now I'm working hands-free. Notice that? And so you could stick it to the side of your car if you're on the side of the road or something.
Your toolbox over here.
Look at
that is so great.
But what I need to show you is how incredibly durable this flashlight is.
Can I show them the colors real quick?
Oh, yes, please.
I just want to show you guys real quick. You choose the red, the silver. We've never done these colors before. Red, silver, purple, blue most popular, or black. Up until now, we've only been able to do the black. Right. So you have all these colors. You get, do they get the little cases?
They get the little cases as well.
So you're getting 2 flashlights, 2 cases. Remember, these are all in one. They do everything. So get it tonight. This is the greatest, greatest gift. I'm telling you, for your daughter, every dad out there, for moms, for daughters, anybody looking for, again, I know you've seen these on the infomercial. It's the #1 infomercial.
Well, and here's the thing you need to know.
Nobody has this deal.
They are so confident. Bell & Howell, by the way, makes these, okay? So they're 109-year-old company. They are so confident in these flashlights that you're gonna get a 10-year warranty. That is a warranty for a full decade on these flashlights. Think about that.
That's incredible, you guys.
Isn't that amazing? My car came with a 3-year warranty.
Right.
I paid a lot more money for that.
And that's pretty good. I mean, seriously, most things you buy these days, you don't even get a warranty.
Well, and here's the thing. These are visible for 5 nautical miles away. So we're talking about, that's 5.5 statute miles. You can see these forever. Look at this. They're 40 times brighter than an incandescent light bulb, the kind that we're used to.
That's amazing.
These are twice as bright as the ones you get in the infomercial. That's what's really amazing. Look at that light. Now, to show you how rugged these are, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this flashlight, I'm gonna stick it into a pot of boiling water, okay? Watch this. I'm gonna take the tongs right here. I'm gonna turn the flashlight on. And we're going to immerse it in the water. We like to say this is nearly boiling water.
Why are you doing that?
What? But to show you how, how this can stand up not only to water, but it'll stand up to incredible temperatures, okay?
So it's airtight.
Yeah, watch this. Take a look right there. Now, you can see the steam coming off this flashlight. By the time we're done with this presentation, this water will be in a rolling boil. But you could see right there, so if you live someplace like Florida where it gets 106 degrees in your car, you know that this flashlight's going to stand up to it. But what if you live up north? Minnesota, places like that where it gets crazy cold. Take a look at this guy. I love this.
So in other words, what you're saying to us is, don't jump. What? Oh my my God, that's solid ice.
That is a solid block of ice with a flashlight inside of it right there. Take a look at that. So if you live someplace where you walk out to your car and it's sub-zero temperatures in the morning, this light is going to work for you. Now, one last thing, Colleen.
One thing too, we've sold 90,000 of these. If you go to hsn.com, there are literally thousands of reviews. Thousands, over 2,000 perfect 5-star reviews. People love these, and we've never done this deal before, where you get 2 lights in the new fun fashion colors under $30 for 2. Plus, each comes with a 10-year warranty, and you can see Flex Pays here. You do one payment of $7.49. On the infomercial, it's $49.95. And they're not as bright.
Not as bright. They're half as bright as the ones we're selling today.
And I don't know if they have these cute colors or not.
No, they don't. These are just here.
So the colors are amazing. Pick your favorite: red, purple, blue, black, silver. See, I love giving gifts like this. These are the things I know my sons would use these. I know that I would use this. These are great gifts. You know, when you want to give something that doesn't just sit around and collect dust, something they'll really, really use. We had power outage last week. We had hurricane season down here in Florida. Our power was out for half a day. And I'll tell you what, it sure is nice having a great little flashlight you can count on right at the ready when you need it.
Well, and a tough flashlight too, and that's the thing.
Exactly.
And one of the reasons we give a 10-year warranty is you can really abuse this flashlight. Speaking of abuse, you see me boil it, you see me freeze it. Now watch this. I'm gonna drive a nail into a piece of wood. That's a good sized nail right there. Here's the flashlight. Yeah, watch this.
It's your hammer.
Now that definitely went in there. Let's look at the flashlight. Boom, still working.
No dent.
Yeah, and that's what's amazing about these. And I want you to think about something too. When we talk about the lenses that are on these flashlights, remember Bell and Howell, when we were kids growing up, they were known for making projectors, okay? Right. Really crucial part of projectors is the lens, okay? And the bulb, but the lens. They made this lens. Look at it. It's like a fisheye lens. Let's bring the lights down in the studio because I want to show everybody what this light looks like if I put it on the wall behind us, because it is crazy how bright this light will get. I'm going to turn it on. Let's make sure we get it on the high setting.
Wow.
Okay, watch this. Look now, look at the wall behind us, but I'm going to step back. I'm going to come back like wait. So you're going to be up there by yourself. But look at what a wide circle this puts. So it's almost going from the floor to the ceiling. But here's the zoom feature. Watch this. I can zoom in just like that to the wall behind you. See that?
Yeah.
And it zooms all the way in. So you can do like an entire front of your house, your whole backyard with this light, because it gives you that much light, and then zoom all the way in on something that's far away. And remember, visible 5 nautical miles away.
I'm going to find out from Allison what color is going to go first here.
Okay.
So we'll double check. I mean, I know the blue is very popular, so if you want the blue, I would definitely, again, these are beautiful flat. Please don't judge this. I mean, for $15, this comes with a 10-year warranty. This is something you're gonna have, and you know what's funny? It's one of those, you keep one in your car, you keep one, you know, where you need it. I have a little flashlight I keep on my nightstand. It's right there if I need it. Doesn't do all this cool stuff. But the truth is, I love having a flashlight handy. These are such a nice size. Don't be fooled by this small size, though. This has uber power. How many nautical miles did you say?
5 nautical miles, which is 5.5 statute miles.
It's amazing.
Now, back in the day, you needed a flashlight about this size to get the kind of power we're talking about right here.
Isn't that true?
It is, and the problem with these big flashlights is this right here. You have to have 5 of these D-size batteries in here, which first of all are really expensive. Second of all, good luck finding these when there's a blackout or hurricane or anything like that coming. Now, our flashlight uses just 3 of these little AAA batteries.
Nice.
3 of these little guys right here. And the nice thing is, since we have that special a chip in there, the SMD LEDs inside, that these are going to last for a really long time and give you really powerful light. Now, to really show you, Colleen, what this light looks like, we have in front of us a light meter, okay? Now, the light meter at this exact second is measuring how much light we have in the studio right now in lumens. And there's about 5 is what that says. So let me see if I can get the better shot there. So about 4, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a flashlight that actually has 3 LEDs in it, okay? And this is like the standard LED that was like state of the art like a year ago. And you can see that's bright, full on, okay? I'm gonna hold it right about here and I'm gonna hit that with it, okay? Hit the light meter. And it's showing about 12, 13, right? Now I'm gonna take ours. Now watch this. I'm gonna put it side by side. I'm gonna zoom ours in. What's the difference there? 641. Okay, remember 40 times brighter than an incandescent bulb.
It was at 4 or 5.
Yeah, I'm going to take it away. That's the 3 LED flashlight.
5 or 600.
Yeah, and here's ours.
That's incredible.
So we're talking about a huge advancement in LED technology, and that's what you're getting in both of these flashlights. And just look at that. When I point that at the camera, It's blinding. It literally is blinding how bright that is.
You know what's interesting to me, because you see all the infomercials all the time, the fact that this is #1, it really does resonate with people.
Oh, yeah.
You know, people see this, every person listening to this presentation needs this.
Yes.
Right? This is something we all need. It's very cool and it's unique, and the fact that it can be for safety, it's for convenience, it has all of these wonderful things built into a sleek, compact design, it's economical to use, it comes with that Bell & Howell name and that 10-year warranty. So the bottom line is, you're just getting a better deal here. You know, it wouldn't be the top-selling infomercial product in the country if it weren't really, speaking to people. I think we all look at it. That's why I picked it for my host pick, because I like to pick things that I don't always get to show, my first time to get to show this, but also things that I would love to give to my brothers as a gift, to my sons as a gift, some things that I think people would really like. I've learned that from my mom. My mom loves to give practical things that we can use, and I found over the years that my boys, as they become adults, they don't need their little toys anymore. They want things that they can really use. Well, so this is a great, great gift.
And then talk about practicality. Flashlights are just something, these are some of the coolest flashlights you'll ever see, but for practical purposes, you've got to have a flashlight in the junk drawer, in the toolbox, the tackle box, have one in your car, in every car. And you know what? I know a lot of us have things like this around the house that we break out when there's a blackout or something like that, but this throws a little circle of light around it. This light not only gives you that big floodlight feature, it zooms all the way in and gives you that ability to really look at something that's across a canal, across a river.
Yeah. And moms out there and dads out there, your daughter's walking across campus, she keeps this in her backpack.
Yeah, because of this.
And you have that strobe, but just in case, right, for that little safety feature built in there.
Look at that.
There's so many reasons. Think ahead now, because we have them here. First time ever in these fun colors, the blue, the purple, the red, or the silver. And of course, we have classic black. They come with their own little carry cases, so they each come with their own little case, so they're ready to go. And they come with matching boxes. So you get the little box, it's a bow and go right there.
Yep, love it.
Fantastic. All right, well, Lou is going to stick around because we have another one of my favorite picks coming up. Also remind everybody, our today's special, over 20,000, wowza, over 20